Hi, I'm Will Schultz, and today I'm reviewing Young Souls for the PC, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox. Young Souls is a side-scrolling beat-em-up merged with an action RPG, all wrapped up in an appealing art style with an emphasis on some co-op gameplay. Let's take a look at what makes Young Souls a worthwhile pursuit for any action game enthusiast.
Some kids just don't fit in. They don't have goals. They don't have ambitions. They don't try at much of anything. Kids like us. Sometimes, someone stupidly believes in kids like that. And when someone like that disappears, when they're taken from your life, you'll do everything, anything you can, to save them.
Young Souls is about a pair of redheaded teens who have been adopted by an eccentric professor. One night, the professor is kidnapped, and it turns out he was kidnapped by a secret society of underground goblins. The Goblin King is making a play to take over the surface, and it's up to Jen and Tristan to shut it down, save their father, and possibly save two worlds at once. With the help of the Goblin Resistance, Jen and Tristan infiltrate the Goblin King's lair through a series of dungeons. Each level spreads out and slowly unfolds as you go, until you can find the secret runes inside that let you explore even deeper into the subterranean. As you would expect from a side-scrolling beat-em-up, combat is the main focus of the gameplay here. There are a myriad of weapon types, combat skills, and accessories to help you find a flow that fits your playstyle and keep things feeling fresh. Heavy weapons, light weapons, ranged weapons, status effects, you name it, it has it. But the underground is only part of the equation. When you're not underground, the twins will explore the small town in which they live. You can sleep in your bed to cash in your experience and level up. You can work out at the gym to raise your stats, buy magic sneakers, sell junk at the pawn shop, and talk to a homeless man feeding pigeons. The town is charming and serves as a nice counterbalance to the dark and gloomy underground. Young Souls can be played in co-op or single player, and the two are very different experiences. In single player, you'll use a button to switch between the two twins. Whichever twin you aren't playing will slowly regenerate their health to a point. So you'll play with one twin, get beat up a little bit, and then switch out and let the other one rest. That, paired with the smaller number of enemies, makes single player feel a little bit easier in my opinion. In co-op, there are more enemies on screen at one time, which can become a little bit difficult to parse, but there's no way to rest and regain your HP. If someone gets knocked out, your partner's gonna have to come and revive you. I enjoyed playing both by myself and with a friend. My only real complaint is that there's not any built-in online support. If you want to play this game online with someone else, you better use PC, and you're gonna have to either use Steam Remote Play or Parsec or any number of services to make it happen. The thing that sticks out most to me about Young Souls is its visuals. Everything has a bright, colorful, borderline comic book style. I love the designs, but the animation can be a little stiff and awkward sometimes, especially when you're moving into the background or the foreground. Though I will mention that I absolutely adore the animation for turning your scooter around when you drive around town. The animations in combat look good and they're satisfying and they have an appropriate weight to them depending on what equipment you're using, but it can become a little hard to parse if you're attacking things that are above or below you. Here at Megadads, we do focus on gaming from a family perspective. Young Souls is rated M for mature, and in my opinion, it's a pretty soft M, but there is a lot of language. There is a profanity filter in the options menu, but it still shows the first and last letter, so if your kid knows their swears, they're gonna figure it out. This one's gonna be for older teens and adults. I enjoyed my time with Young Souls a lot. There was a bit of a learning curve, and sometimes things were difficult, but it was never so difficult as to discourage me from continuing to try. At its best, Young Souls is a satisfying beat-em-up with a charming cast of characters and a lovely art style. Every time I hit a particularly difficult stage or boss, the answer was to go back to town, upgrade my equipment, take a nap, level up, and move on. I never got stuck. It's not as easy as it should be to play online with your friends, and sometimes the language does feel a little gratuitous. It's not perfect, but I would highly recommend it to anybody who's a fan of the genre. My final score for Young Souls is 4 out of 5. Thank you so much for watching this review of Young Souls. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and subscribe and click on the bell to keep up with everything over on the Megadads YouTube channel. If you like me, you can follow me on Twitter at WondrousWill. But either way, I'll see you next time right here at Megadads, where gamer life meets real life.